The Girl in the Box, a Shadow Crime Files investigation. The Sun, a relentless eye, beat down on the desolate highway. 1977. Colleen Stan, just 20, full of life, hitched a ride. A simple act. A simple birthday party. But the car that pulled over, a faded green Ford, held a monstrous secret. Behind the wheel, Cameron Hooker, a smiling face with a baby in the backseat. He seemed ordinary, normal, an unassuming predator. The nightmare begins. Colleen slid in. The door closed with a soft, final thud, a sound that echoed the closing of a freedom. The polite small talk dissolved. Cameron's questions became subtly intrusive. His gaze in the rearview mirror lingered. The baby in the back, once gurgling, fell silent, an unsettling quiet. The road twisted, veering onto a dirt track. Colleen felt a cold dread. Hey, this isn't the way to Weaverville. Cameron's friendly smile vanished, replaced by a terrifying blankness. A metallic click, the glint of steel, a knife to her throat. It is now. Her breath caught. The world outside blurred into a horrifying streak. Her simple day, her simple ride, just became the chilling prelude to an unimaginable nightmare. She awoke in absolute darkness, a space no bigger than a coffin, suffocating. The air thick with the scent of damp wood, of stale earth. Her limbs were cramped, screaming. She tried to move, but her hands and feet were bound. Panic, cold and sharp, clawed at her. Hello? Anyone? Only the echo of her own ragged breathing answered. This wasn't just a room, it was a box, a wooden tomb. She slammed her head weakly against the low ceiling, desperate for a response that never came. The company, a lie forged in darkness. For 2,536 days, Colleen lived in that box. Hunger, thirst, the slow creep of madness. Days bled into weeks, weeks into months, months into years. Then, the box opened. Harsh light. Cameron's face, a phantom in the glare. He offered water, food, but his eyes were devoid of warmth. They were the eyes of a puppet master. He spoke of the company, a vast, omnipresent organization. They were watching, always watching. Disobedience meant death, not just for her, but for her family. He presented her with a slave contract, a bizarre, terrifying document she was forced to sign, a symbolic chains for her mind. He gave her a new name, K. Sometimes, she was allowed out, to clean, to cook, always under his watchful eye. He drilled her, molded her, trained her to believe the elaborate lie. The company became her truth. It was more real than the sun outside, more real than her own name. Her identity began to fracture, piece by painful piece. She was no longer Colleen. She was K, the company's property. His wife Janice, a woman seemingly complicit, yet visibly terrified, moved like a ghost through their home. Janice avoided Colleen's gaze, her silence a heavy weight. But in Janice's eyes, Colleen saw a reflection of her own fear, a chilling testament to Cameron's insidious psychological control over them both. The shattered truth. 7 years, 2,536 days. Colleen, thin and haunted, learned to wear mask. She visited her family, smiled, lied. I was traveling, got caught up. Long story. I'm okay now. The invisible chains of fear were stronger than any physical restraint. Her parents, blinded by relief and love, never saw the terror in her eyes, the practiced obedience in her every gesture. The truth was too horrifying to comprehend. But Janice could no longer bear the burden. The silence of their shared secret was too loud. One night, while Cameron slept, Janice carefully unlocked Colleen's door. Colleen was awake, lying in the darkness of her small, confined space, staring at nothing. Janice whispering, "Colleen, you awake?" Colleen stirred, her eyes widening slightly in the gloom. "Colleen? Janice? Janice, I can't do this. He's going to hurt us all. The company isn't real, Colleen. Never was." Colleen pushed herself up, her heart pounding. The words hit her like a physical blow. Not real? 7 years of living a lie, believing in an omnipresent, terrifying entity. The foundations of her perceived reality crumbled. "Colleen, what are you talking about?" He said. "Janice, he lied. He lied to both of us. Get out, Colleen, now. While you still can. I'll make sure he doesn't follow." Janice's voice was shaky, but her resolve was clear. For the first time in years, Colleen saw a glimmer of true humanity, true kindness, in Janice's eyes, and a chance. A terrifying, exhilarating, impossible chance. The unexpected escape. Barefoot, in the clothes she wore, Colleen ran. She bolted down the deserted rural road. The moon was a thin sliver, casting long shadows. She didn't look back. The company still whispered in the back of her mind, a phantom limb of fear. But Janice's words echoed louder. She ran until her lungs burned, until her legs ached. She ran toward an uncertain future, away from a past that had tried to steal her very soul. At the police station, in a stark interview room, Detective Miller, 40s, empathetic but firm, listened. Colleen, safe but deeply scarred, spoke in a low, monotone voice, recounting the unspeakable. Detective Miller, and you truly believed in the company? They were watching you? Colleen looked out the window, at the bright, mundane world she had been denied. Colleen? It was more real than anything else. He made it real. For 2,536 days, Detective. A single tear rolled down her cheek, the first real tear in years, a testament to the profound, unimaginable psychological torture she endured. A warning from the shadows. This isn't just one girl's nightmare. This is a chilling reminder. Evil hides in plain sight, in the most ordinary of faces. Cameron Hooker seemed like an ordinary man, a smiling face, a baby in the backseat. But behind that calm mask was a twisted predator who didn't just imprison Colleen's body, he imprisoned her mind. This is the girl in the box. Her story shattered our understanding of human endurance and the insidious nature of psychological control. If this doesn't shake you, nothing will. The strongest chains are often the ones we can't see. If you believe these stories deserve to be heard, if your heart broke for Colleen, then like this video, share it, and hit subscribe, because on Shadow Crime Files, we speak for the silenced. Comment, what would you have done? Would you ever trust a stranger again?